Nonie Darwish is an Egyptian American, and she has turned her back on Islam. And here at the Oxford Union Society, she explains why, because not all religions are created equal. Listen to what she has to say.
All religions are not equal. I was born in the Middle East under Islam, and I am now on a death sentence because I don't practice the religion anymore. Yes, there are religions that are very harmful to society. Some religions that are very harmful to the human spirit, to society as a whole, to the political system. Look at all Middle Eastern cultures, all their governments, from one revolution to another, from one coup d'etat to another, non-stop. Is that a coincidence? Do they have a religion that makes their society or that helps them produce an orderly society? I don't believe so. And that's why I can't visit the Middle East, where I came from, because I'll be killed by the religion I was born into. Not all religions are equal. Some religions are very helpful to society, and that's why I became Christian. Human nature, however, by itself is perfectly capable of harming society with or without religion. So my position really is somewhere in between here. And I would like, I'm sorry. Thank you, but I only have 6 minutes. Let me finish. So the harm that a religion can bring to a society, because a religion like Islam has to protect itself constantly. It seeks to survive at the expense of human rights. There's a sheikh called Sheikh Qaradawi. Recently, it's on YouTube. You can watch him. He's the top authority on Sunni Islam. He's one of the top authorities. And he recently said that apostasy has to be punished by death, because if Islam abandons death for apostates, Islam will not exist. The top leaders of Islam cannot let go of the death penalty for apostasy in Islam. Why? Because even they don't believe that their religion can survive without government enforcement of the death penalty. The death penalty is part of Sharia. It's in all the schools of Sharia. It condemns those who leave Islam to death. This is a fact in all Sharia schools of law. And it's for the example, read the Sharia, please. I don't care about the Quran, it's your Sharia. Then you have people who don't like Sharia should demonstrate against it, not attack me, okay? In the process of protecting their religion, what happens with Islam is that process of protecting Islam, they have produced an ideology that is anti-human beings, anti-freedom, because Islam needs to survive, and it has produced rights, certain rights to the religion, not to be offended. You have a religion that has a right not to be offended under penalty of death, while at the same time that religion seeks to control government. Islam, one of the, has to control government. Islam without government enforcement does not have any strength to survive without government enforcement. So you have a religion that relies on government enforcement while at the same seeks government. What is the problem with all the revolutions in the Middle East right now? What's the problem? The problem is a fight between people who want Islam to control government and between people who don't want Islam to control government. Under Islamic theology, Islam cannot exist without government control. And that's why they have all this chaos in the Middle East, between those who want government control and those who don't want government control. But at the same time, the same religion that wants to seek government does not allow, under penalty of death, criticism. It's offended always. Don't offend me, because I'm a religion. If you offend me, or if you criticize me, then you're an Islamophobe. And I refuse that premise. I refuse that premise because if a religion seeks government to control government, that religion has opened itself to criticism. It cannot seek government enforcement. It cannot seek government enforcement and at the same time forbid criticism. If you want to be in control of government, then you have to accept criticism. And this is the dilemma of Islam. Thank you.
Something that I always believe is that whenever a leader needs to impose and force their leadership upon the people, clearly that person is not a leader. A, but B, more importantly, is there's something very faulty about whatever direction they're taking. Why aren't the people buying into what they're leading with, that they need to force it? And this is true for religion as well. If you need to actually force people to be in the religion and you have to use intimidation, coercion to the point of death, there's something very, very wrong with your religion, right? So there could be for extreme situations like in society where, you know, you have a murderer or someone does something extreme, there may be an extreme reaction to that. But for the ordinary person to live in fear and to create an entire culture where you raise your kids in fear, to the point that you indoctrinate a people that we must continue to remain victims and oppress any Jew that we know of, there's something very, very wrong with that religion.